really hoping that the light that I'm seeing myself in is actually like real, in the sense of that this video is not dark or too dark. But I just had this realization, and I thought probably an interesting one to talk about. Yeah. So what I'm currently doing at 10:44 in the evening on the 27th of October 2022 is going through my phone's clipboard and deleting everything so that I can go to my YouTube channel and copy the information over, because my clipboard is always so full. I thought, yeah, I better do that. And I was having like this sort of memory of a conversation, a very brief conversation I had tonight. Yes, so as all of you will know, that watch along, I attended my very first Toastmasters international meeting tonight. I had an absolute ball. I loved every single second of it. Like, honestly, I remember hearing it on a movie once. The line, it's like the mothership is calling me home. And that was how I felt this entire time. Now, don't get me wrong, these people are like really good speakers and memorize everything. Is like tone, gesture, like all of it. It's all like thought about, and so I don't really know what the fuck happened yet. Because okay, I think I'm gonna just put that aside, and then I will finish updating my earlier video to my website. It's already on YouTube. It's just, you know what I'm like, guys. Sometimes it takes me a while. Those of you who follow regularly are more up to date than I am. Put it that way. So, okay, I was having this thought. So, as we know, I have gone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth about whether or not I should be telling people about this site in reality. Yeah? Now, I guess in the sense of, it's like, yes, you know, I lose my mind. We know this. The difference between me and so many others is I'm just saying it out loud to my camera and then telling all of you. Because I'm like, I've got to look at it like this, yeah? I could stay on the verge of absolutely losing my fucking mind, being alone, and just feeling this downward spiral that, well, if you've been watching for long enough, you've probably literally seen. Because, like I said, I'm at the point in my life, right, where it's like, what do I actually have to lose, yeah? And then there's this other side of me. And then there's the side, I guess, and I can feel it comes from the fear, and it comes from other people's inputs and their worries, and I'm not putting it on everyone else because I've obviously got my own, but I've been talking about coming like full circle for so long now, as in when I say so long, in the last number of weeks or months perhaps, before Randy died. And it was like, I told this person about it today, right? Because she asked me, so you don't have socials at all? And I was like, no. I said, I use Reddit. I said, but I hate the fakeness of things like Facebook and Insta and that, yeah? And I'd mentioned the lab report assignment topic, right? And that's, you know, we started talking. And so I'm going to backtrack for a second here, yeah? So I didn't have time to explain all of this before, right? So yesterday I was so adamant, right? I'm getting it in, I'm getting it in, I'm getting it in. Like that anger and the self-hatred that I have experienced for the last number of days, like a good solid 3 days, maybe, 3 and a bit. Like, this is a feeling that's, I don't obviously flipping glue how other people feel things, okay? I don't, alright? But just Google any one of the number of diagnoses I have, and I now have a fucking letter that says the majority of them. And it's got an entire page full of the medications I take, and that does not include, what does not include? It does not include, as far as I remember, the Ritalin, because she doesn't have access and cannot prescribe that to me anyway. That's what my psychiatrist is for. Or the cannabis. Again, different specialists, yeah? And my urologist, another specialist, and that's the one I have to get the private medication for my bladder. Yeah? Anyway, I had an appointment on the phone today with her. For the love of goodness, I have no idea. It's one of those, it had to happen. It happened. I have no idea how it happened, because I'm either completely and utterly blanking on making the appointment, or she's made it for me, which she's done before, because she's my doctor and I'm basically in full-blown crisis. And yeah, she does. She calls me. She checks on me. Like I keep saying, fantastic medical team. That's why I don't care that she's technically an hour drive from me. And now, oh my God, all I keep thinking about is that I've been in a public speaking meeting the last however many hours, and I can feel and see and all the experiences at once how fidgety I am and how much I'm touching my face and my hair and everything. And it's like, okay, I know all of these things mean stuff and body language, but my whole body just feels like, ugh. Here's hoping now that I've actually said everything that's been playing in the background of my head right now might help me relax a little more. Anyway, where was I? Right. So I have this letter because I figured I've been trying to explain to my unit chair. And now, as we know, the wellness department has been involved because of a legitimate safety concern. Like she said to me, she's like, these are the phone calls students get when we need to work out where you're at. Like, are you safe? Do we need to organise for you to go somewhere? Like, these are the next steps. Thankfully, she was like, look, I know you're safe. She's like, everything's hit you. You've come to a head and you're crashing. And I was like, oh, but bingo, like, that's 100% what the fuck is happening. Yeah, like, and all of everything was getting made harder by this feeling of I've never submitted a university assignment that I'm actually ashamed of, and yet I keep getting more and more time, and I'm so fucking out of tune for me. I mean, there is so much stuff happening that is so much bigger than us, and for people who are as energetically connected as I am to the collective and the higher energies, with a broken 3D body as fucked as mine, it's not a very fun combination, alright? Fantastic when I can get my shit under control, but I've pushed into the point where I could probably just go to sleep and stay in bed for honestly a week, you know? I just found out that Graham doesn't have any emails connected to his phone whatsoever, and my first original reaction to that was, wow, like, how would that work in this day and age? Like, I've constantly got emails coming at me about hair supplies, and now, yeah, I don't know, I can't help but think it'd be nice to try, even if just for like a couple days and see what it was like. But, yeah, so I got woken up by, what happened was yesterday I was an idiot. Or I'm gonna own it and just be like, Liv was dumb. We're all aware. Liv makes really dumb fucking decisions. And when you add exhaustion, brain fatigue, like I don't feel like I'm brain fatigued. I feel like I'm brain dead. There's a difference, yeah? Like this morning and even this afternoon and like afternoon, I'm like this. I had to take 5 fucking Ritalin to get through today, yeah? Now, in all fairness, I might take you with me to bed, actually. I was going to go and get another joint, but now that I'm up, let's see if I can do this. I don't know how many hands I have. Wait, that's not right. I know how many hands I have. I don't know if I can carry everything without being a dummy. Please don't try it. Because it's an illusion. I try, and every time I try, I fucking drop something. Yeah, I drop something when I'm carrying one thing, especially when I'm in pain. Yeah. And yes, I'm already very near at 11 minutes and 52 seconds. That my story's all over the place already. But so far I'm remembering it, so that's helpful. Because I'm going through my day. Right. Last night, yesterday, I should have went to bed hours before I actually did. Because I was being, what is it, dumb, strong-headedness, and just, I don't know, fucking stubborn ego. I don't know. Brains, thought, thinking, difficult, yeah? Must just explain story simply. Anyway, I fell asleep at my computer, right? I don't actually remember the end of anything, obviously. I do remember bringing my computer to my room. Now, I was almost asleep at my computer at the kitchen table. And I don't remember exactly what time it was, but it was late, yeah? I really hope my fucking joints are in one of those bags somewhere. What did I do with them? I do need to look on those. So, yeah. So instead of just conceding to what I knew I needed to do, right, which was go to bed, right, by this point also, I mean, hindsight, it's not even hindsight, that's what I can't figure out with what the hell is happening, because, like, in the moment, I knew to go to bed. I was like, literally, and, instead of doing that the right way, okay, good, just checking. I'll just turn that off the regular way today. I fell asleep because the next thing I knew, I like woke abruptly, like sort of in the middle of the night. I think it was like 3:30 or something roughly. Can you see? Sebastian's out. You're beautiful. Oh, wow, isn't he big? He's gonna enjoy the wildlife park. Lucky him. Finish the thought. Yes, so fell asleep at the computer. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this like many times, said that the sooner I get it in, the sooner I get to have a damn bed, right? And I really, really wanted it in yesterday because I was an idiot, alright? And I felt like I'd shot myself in the foot, yeah? Because Ned had called me and he was like, I don't know, obviously he's been calling at 7:30 as we know. So when I got up, it was like, hello, my darling. Mummy needs to find what she fucking did with them. Aha, there we are. Let's see. Did I roll more joints or cigarettes? I don't know. I guess because I was driving and smoking, maybe. Oh, look at them. Exactly the same. Once I start smoking joints at this time of the night, though, I don't smoke cigarettes. I really don't want to smoke cigarettes, but that right now is an issue for future Liv. Current Liv is about to get stoned. So stoned. Current Liv's probably going to smoke one and twice joint right now, and then the other one later, if I'm still even awake. But I'm going to basically lie in bed with all the lights off and watch Netflix until I pass out because I've absolutely nothing to do tomorrow, and I've told Ned it's in, it's done. Me and Graham I'm available regardless, but Graham's available for dinner. And right now, what I wouldn't give for like fucking a massage. Wait until you see the fucking letter, everyone. Like, I share all my therapy sessions with this. Like, I think it goes without saying, I'm sharing the letter I got. I've been trying to get one of my doctors to write a letter that, it's got all of them, because I've got paperwork coming in my fucking ears with 1, 2 here, there, whatever. Like, yeah, cool. I need them all together so people can actually fucking understand. I'm not crazy. I'm in a lot of pain. I'm functioning more than I reckon most people could even comprehend. And I never, ever give myself credit for that. For the first time in ever, one of the biggest reasons that I quit smoking ice, well, when I say one of, but yeah, like my ultimate dream. I'm public speaking right now because as far as I'm concerned, I'm talking to you all right now. Hey, bossy boo boo. And this is who I am, and this is what I've got to say, yeah, and that's okay. It is public speaking and watching these people was so amazing, and all I kept thinking was, I am so bloody happy. I feel like I've found my people, and yet I keep having these fucking thoughts, and even to the point of having conversations with Graham about like feeling the need to explain myself. Like, I'm telling you now, like, people judge. I do not look like there's anything fucking wrong with me. I pretty much figure I don't sound like it either, yeah? But, yeah, I don't know. So, bring it back, boss. Let's see. I was so happy, and these people were so beautiful, and I obviously enjoyed him. Like, it was a given. Yeah, it was a given. Alright? So, because I am running out of steam and need to lie the fuck down, I'm gonna wrap it up faster than I could have done that by now. It's like with everything. Woken up by net. It was like 8:30 or something, and I'd fallen asleep on my computer, remember, so I'd woken up sort of all over the place in the middle of the night and just sort of chucked everything on the ground and then crashed again. No alarms, no nothing, yeah? So, thankfully, Ned did call, and he was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I forgot, or I slept in, or something. I don't really recall what he said. He's like, but I didn't know if you needed me to call you or not, so I thought I'd better call you anyway. And I was like, fuck yes, thank you, blah, blah, blah. Neither of us could catch what each of us was saying, but we both kind of got the gist of, you go fucking finish this bullshit and call me later, yeah? So when I sat down at my desk, not long after, I figured I was good because I had like the final first draft, yeah? It wasn't until I realized this is why you should just go to sleep when you're tired, okay? All I should have had to do was do the final read through, make sure it read right, make sure it made sense, and, you know, cut a few words and check out Grammarly suggestions. So I'm bloody happy as of next year that my uni will be paying for Grammarly for me, because Grammarly's a little odd, I've decided. I really like it in a lot of ways, but in other ways I'm like, what you're suggesting literally doesn't even make sense, yeah? But that is what I thought I had to do when I emailed the unit chair and the crisis lady who, like I've said, what am I doing, boss? I had really thought it would be done last night, so I sort of let the unit chair know, like, it'll be, what did I get? Again, same thing happened yesterday, and yesterday I was like, I've shot myself in the foot, hence falling asleep on the bloody fucking computer, as I've said, finished the thought, was completely unnecessary, because by this point it was like there wasn't even a due date. It was like, get it in while staying mentally stable, basically. Yeah. Anyway, I really was just like, yeah, I'm feeling amazing, it's all good, drafts there, blah, blah, blah. And then what any student would fucking hate, yeah, is what I noticed next, right? Ugh. So, inadvertently, right, in my rush, to get it finished. Oh, I gotta get the shit off my feet. Hey, buddy. Mwah. There's my boy. Hello to everybody. Hello. He got the injection yesterday. My little baby boss, he's getting weekly injections for a month to make his limbs and joints and whatever better. The vet said he's not really showing major signs of like arthritis, but better to be safe than sorry, yeah. So anyway, God, it's really, really like hit you in the fucking face, right, when you have just all these realizations going off, and you're like trying to sort of hold them. Ow, bit myself in the side of my cheek. Ugh. Anyway, that really hurt, yeah. Just trying to, like, that's why I make these videos. They're very helpful because I don't remember any of this, but at least I can go back and watch, right? And then I can learn. And if any of it resonates for any of you, you can learn along with me. It's a win-win, right? So yeah, these people are awesome. I'm definitely joining. And as I said 25 minutes ago, 40 seconds, I picked up the camera. I'll turn the camera on to say I had the strangest realization, and that was I'm not going out of my way to share my website or my YouTube channel. In fact, I actually can't give anyone like any info that will help you find my channel on YouTube. Like, I literally don't know how to do it myself, so I actually can't help you, or because I've tried to go and like set the URL to like the same as my website, but given they're like rolling out some new features, not a setting that's available yet, so I can't do anything, and I got no idea what the hell it is. Anyway, I'm definitely not going out of my way about it because it's like I said, I'm keeping a very online, it's like I'm keeping an online private journal, except it's not private, it's online, which is the literal like definition against fucking private, right? But this is who I am. And the good and the bad and the fucking every other thing else is who I am. And like, who I am is who I am. And all I can do, and I think all anybody can do, is just be the best you that you can be, you know? And that's what I'm trying to do, you know? And when I cry to my cat, what are you doing? What did you do? You silly bug. What is in there? I wonder if I can wake up and stuff. Are you okay? Are you okay, buddy? If I was ashamed of any of this, me, myself, and what I talk about, I wouldn't share it. I feel like that makes sense. And I guess you could argue the fact that I don't watch any of my stuff before I upload it. True, I don't. And I don't for a reason, yeah? Because I want this to be real. And I'm talking about real. If I don't watch it beforehand, there is obviously not even the tiniest little bit of fucking fake shit happening. Like, even in online meetings and Zoom and I don't understand. Everyone I have to talk to, it's this fucking weird screen behind them. And if it wasn't like the screenshot, you know, if you're in your house, you don't want people to see your stuff. Say for example you're into art like I am, but for whatever reason you wouldn't be able to share it with people, which to me would be an instant reason to go with it and get some insight. And if you can't figure it out, go to a therapist. Because if you like the shit that I like, for example, there is nothing wrong with it. And you don't have to parade it around, but if you actually are like ashamed of it, like to the point where people can't know, that's a different story. FYI. But anyway, so today was different, I think, yeah, because it was like yesterday I killed myself. I probably shouldn't use that term considering I worked my fucking ass off and achieved fucking nothing. Not nothing. Like I wrote and wrote and wrote fucking answers that were just all inappropriately unable fucking to be used. And it wasn't until I sat down this morning where it was like, if I could understand how the next part of this story goes, I would be able to fix my life like that. Right? Because it's taken a long fucking time to get here, right? But today, something was different, yeah? And it was this feeling or non-feeling, or like, I don't even know how to explain it, yeah, right? I'm just gonna smell bad. But it was like this overriding feeling of, what the fuck is happening? What am I doing? Like there is nothing to worry about. Like my, the uni has been so amazing. They've made it really pretty clear. Like we're not really worried about anything in the sense of uni sense. It's like, even with the results coming out, it's no different to last year. Like, I had to have special consideration. That's a whole nother story for another day. But, like, the trimester results came out, for example, the last time I had to have special consideration, way before I'd even submitted my final assignment. Yes, Manifest Season 4 Part 1 coming November the 4th, same day my results come out and my brother's birthday. So, 4th of November, I think we're aware, I'm going to have a date with my bed and my weed and Netflix because I'm currently watching Manifest as it is from the beginning again. And I've just hit season 3, so yippee! Anyway, it was this indifference almost is the word that's coming to mind. And it was like, what the fuck, Liv? Like, seriously, what the fuck, Olivia? I fucking have literally lost my flipping mind over university grades that, like, they don't fucking mean anything in the sense of anything in the long term, or, as I constantly say and talk about, the fucking big picture. We know, all of us know, I think we know this, yeah, that when I am ready to apply for my honours, and I want to do the honours for philosophy first, I'll be ready and I'll be accepted, yeah? And as Green has reminded me, and I'm very aware, I do have 2 alternative options, which is philosophy all the way through until the end of my PhD, which is obviously a very long time that's going to be. I like to study slow. I'm a student for learning more than I am for qualifications per se, because my qualifications aren't going to be used in a technical sense, because I don't actually have a plan on working in any other way except for myself. And I'm a public speaker, and that's predominantly what I want to do with my life, like public speaking and writing. And maybe one day therapy, but that we're talking like not full on registered psychologist kind of stuff, like but either way, like I know I don't have anything to worry about, and that's the thing. I know that everything in my life is lining up amazing. Like, I met the president of the tennis club, we had so much fun. I absolutely know if I'm able to go tomorrow, which I have penciled in, and I'm praying that I am, because obviously, let's face it, it all is going to depend on pain levels, but I don't plan on waking up until around like 2 o'clock. I'm fairly certain I could easily sleep till then. Though, Andrew, if you see this and you're around in the afternoon for whatever reason, feel free to just maybe check. Anyway, tennis is at 3:30 and I would like to go, but it definitely means walking boss first and warming up, because I cannot do what I did last time. So yeah, 1:32 is about the latest I can get up for that. Anyway, today was just different. And not only was it different in so many senses and the way I felt, and just like there was a lot of internal feelings and things, yeah. But at the same time, and this is where I wish I could do this thing, the penny dropped. It was like all at once I could see what the fuck I haven't been able to see since I started working on this assignment. My brain fucking fucks with me, yeah? So it's like, what's up, buddy? It's been weird. He's got food, he's got water, he's been out. Maybe I'm not paying enough attention to him. What do you do? Do you want to go out? If I get up, are you going to make me walk to the door for no reason? Maybe not. Guess we're going to go find out, aren't we? Oh, he's really looking at me like that's something. Let's see. So, yeah, like I said, today something happened. And it was like, yeah, it was like this moment of clarity, and it was just wonderful and frustrating all at once. And that would be because, oh yes, my boy, I've covered, Jesus. Because it was like, as soon as the penny dropped, people, I could write my essay. Oh my God. I have been doing my head in over the last couple of questions, yeah? The first one I was happy with, okay? As we know, it was workout that I had an issue with, and I managed to fix that easy peasy. So, awesome. 2 and 3. It's going to get dark in a second. Okay. Let's see. Okay, you got me out of bed. What are we doing? Come on. Now, how many times? Oh, look at that. It's going to go out. Oh, sorry, buddy. It's raining. Oh, I love the rain. It's still my favorite weather. Okay, but yeah, it was awesome and it was frustrating all at one time, and that was because I have spent days, not hours, but days working on these fucking things, yeah? Writing and thinking and trying to figure it out and trying to figure out why I feel like I'm getting more and more dumber with each second. And the more I feel dumb, the more I feel mad. And all these very negative emotions kind of like crash into each other. And I'm the one that has to get banged with them, yeah? Alright? Hold on. You know the bloody drill, Mr. Boss. Up here, come on. Stay. Stay. Who's the good boy? So, there's nothing, no. Hold on. Alright, get up. Get up, time to take foot. Hold on. Oh, no. Up. Oh. Alright. So, I gotta sum this up, baby, because I am so tired. Where the hell I put it? Yeah, like I said, I don't know what the fuck, man. I would love nothing more right now. Right, well, not right this second, but you know, I would love it. Would love it to have at some point. I don't know. I just would love to have all of those like tests done. You know, I want to see how my brain looks with all this like ADHD and whatever else is going on, and not even all that. I mean, I know that's different. Don't get me wrong, people, but I don't know. Like, if that penny had dropped a lot earlier, and I'd been able to see what I couldn't see before, would not have taken me nearly as long. But anyway, it's all good. I wrote it. I got it to another full draft. I was doing another read through. And that's when I realized the fuck up that had happened, obviously, due to making or pushing myself through working while I could even like keep my eyes open. And that was, so this is all based on like real data, yeah? I had mixed it all up. So for like say one trait, I had put a completely different trait scores in, but I didn't do it only once. I did it fucking throughout, because of course I did. So instead of having my assignment and everything done and ready to submit by like 11 a.m., which is honestly what time I thought it would have been. And here's the thing, right? I knew I was going to Toastmasters, yeah? Like, this is something I have been looking forward to for years. Like, I think it was like when I started uni in 2017 or maybe 2018, like where I first even heard about it. And I remember being so excited, but just not confident enough, yeah? And then I got confident enough, and then COVID hit, right? So that obviously changed things, and now here we are. And like I said, super excited. This is what I want to do. Like, I know I've got the storytelling peer support job. I do know that. But I also know that I need proper training in public speaking. And I've literally no idea what the fuck it costs to join because, like, I haven't actually looked that far. But it's irrelevant because I'm joining anyway. And yeah, so I was talking to this woman and she asked me about socials and I was like, yeah, no, I don't. And then I was like, yeah, and I'm the one that said it. And I said, no, I don't. I got my own paid website. I said, but aside from Reddit, I'm like, I do have my own YouTube channel. And she's like, oh, wow, what is it? And I was like, honestly, I was like, I don't know how to find it without sending it to you. My website, I do, but not my YouTube, yeah? And then it was about to start, and I was like, I will discuss it with you in the break, or whatever. And then, yeah, in the break, I told her, and I remember saying to her at one point, I was like, it's meant to be a website or a channel that people find as they need because, you know, they may be looking for someone like them or, I don't know, for whatever reason, whatever the reason it is that you, my dear, beautiful watcher, watch me talking to myself or talking to all of you or you're interested in my day and my life. And it is, I have been, this feeling of shame has just become so aware. I was ashamed of where I was at in uni, ashamed of my health, ashamed that I've mentally crashed so bad, and yet, like, I've barely reacted to Randy's death. It's still, like, I know it's real, but it doesn't really feel real. And I don't know, I don't really know how to explain a lot of it. Like, I'm just coping the best way I can cope. I mean, how many times have I've cried? Like, I cried today. Like, so everything was good until I realized I fucked all my data up, and then I had to obviously redo all of that, and then, it was just this fucking nightmare in the end. Or almost, I shouldn't say that. I felt good, I felt calm because I was at the point of, oh my god, everything hurts so badly. This assignment really isn't much of much because I'm going to pass the assignment. It's just my fucking desire for really high grades that annoy, you know. But again, I'd confuse myself with fucking documents. And because for whatever reason, I used to be able to upload and submit stuff from my drive, like the cloud, but now I have just over to my computer and I just finished it, right? I had finished it, I had edited it, I had double spaced it, I had did every single fucking thing was perfect, yeah? And I'm so used to having everything uploading every second. And usually if that's not the case, and when you go to close a Word document, it will ask you, do you wish to save your changes or not, blah, blah, blah. And none of that happened. And I didn't think anything of it until I went to open it back up. And it wasn't there. And it was like, oh my god, right? What happened? Yeah? Oh my god, I cried a lot then. But in the end, I got the original back. Well, not the original, but like, I don't know, through the info and the, I don't know, through all the technical stuff that I can't even think of right now. I somehow managed to get it back, and I was able to fix it and save it and whatever. But I didn't submit it, so by the time I got everything, including the doctor's letter here, I submit my assignment. So my trimester has officially finished for trimester 2, 2022, 27th of October. I know we're at 50 minutes, so I thought I'd just remind her. And yeah, it was like, holy fuck, I was supposed to be at this like meeting by 6:45. I showered. I had to shower because I literally had told myself I'm not getting out of my pajamas until I need to shower, and I'm not showering until I've submitted. And that didn't happen until fucking 6:09 p.m. So I was actually technically late by 5 minutes, but thankfully nothing had started, and there was just people around the room, and people were like talking in groups, and I sat at like I sat at the corner of the empty chair, and there was a retired man next to me who had joined in 1981, and then he laughed, and we sort of said at the same time, and he was like, "You probably weren't even born then." And I was like, I wasn't born then. And then on the other side we had, because it was like an actual competition, yeah, tonight, so different from a regular meeting, the judge, yeah. Anyway, I had the best time. And the realization was I had told this woman about my website, and I said to her, I go through these phases of like, do I or do I not tell people I know in real life about my website? So like, like say corporate jobs, I wouldn't tell them. I said, but my storytelling job, they know. And like my friends know. I said, you seem cool. I said, I warned her. I told her exactly what it's like, and she was interested. But I realised, firstly, I will say that over the past month, I have truly become heightenedly aware of exactly how much information I share that isn't asked for. And now that I'm fully aware of how superficial most people are, I'm really going to try and remember that in the moment. Like, it's not even about remembering. Like, it's becoming a more seated sort of thing. Like, if I mention them, and it's mentioned because, let's face it, I'm not going to lie, but like, I'm not going to not be me either. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, if someone is interested and they ask, I will share and provide the information of how it is I do it, so at least they know what they're walking into. But if no one asks me something when I've spoken to them about something, I'm not going to give more information out anymore. And like I said, this isn't just a now sort of today, tonight thing, but in general. But I kind of realized just before, like 54 minutes ago, right, that I absolutely don't have anything to be ashamed of. I don't cry to my camera for sympathy or pity or attention or, I don't know, whatever other possible emotion that might be negatively skewed could be taken, yeah? And for anyone who does think those sorts of things about me, is completely irrelevant to me because it doesn't actually change anything in my life in any instance, yeah? Whereas making these videos has changed my life, continues to change my life, and I realize, like I said, boom, it fucking hits you again. It's like everything else. I've been saying it all along, but I haven't been hearing me. Like, I hate the fakeness of social media. Yeah, the fact that I'm definitely not in this case. The biggest thing about like traditional public, like social media, is that people share like the happy families, like snaps, and the smiling and the good and the posed, and then there's the filters and the fakeness and the just the superficial bullshit that means nothing in reality, yeah, except to feed your ego. And I'm not saying this because I'm a judgmental bitch. Everything I say now is based on the fact that, like, there's always this. There's what I call the truth, yeah, which is simultaneously with the awakening. And once an awakening starts, it just keeps going until you die. But like, I was that person too, like, not denying that, yeah. But right, I'm so tired. But yeah, no, I'm not ashamed. And the reason I hate those things is because they're fake, which is why I love telling stories in this sense, because, and I've now really started to make this one of the main things I say if somebody asks, because I definitely am not offering people my website or my YouTube information unless it comes up in a conversation. And yes, it can come up in a conversation, especially one around social media, unless they ask for it, right? But I don't have many people in real life, yeah? This is something I'm actually not ashamed of, right? Because I know I'm a good person. I know that I'm difficult to deal with. Believe you me, that's me. I'm me. I am me. I know I'm difficult. I live by myself and I'm difficult for myself. No denying any of this. Though I will say on a side note, everything is somewhat harder when you do it all alone, especially when you're dealing with what I'm dealing. And again, the pictures will be added to the link on my website. But my website and my channel, these ones, are very obviously, clearly, evidently my online diary. No hold bars, okay? Like a corporate place may hold this shit against me. So I ain't going out of my way to tell people, yeah? But I do have faith that the right people will see it. And this woman who asked me this evening, I mean, she was genuinely interested. I mean, this is an international public speaking organization, like educational organization, yeah? Like, people pay to join this group, and like I said, one of the people I've been sitting next to who has been a member for like, let me think, Mr. X was born in 81, so he's 4 years older than me. So what's that? He'll be 41 in December, so that's a long time. And the speakers, God, honestly, people, happy. I've had a fantastic day. I am going to just stop. That's 1 hour, 15 seconds. Gosh. And I thought I was going to make like another 2, 3, 5-minute video. Quite happy. I took a couple slices of cake. You should have seen the supper. Unbelievable. Like, amazing people. The vibrations of the room were just, I can't even describe. Yeah, like I was so happy, so high, so right. I just felt exactly where I needed to be. And even the speakers, every single person's topic of speaking, it truly felt like the universe was giving me these like very direct messages through these people to help me see and understand that everything's okay, yeah? And like, my assignment is done. I attended the Toastmasters. I'm feeling pretty good, very proud. I actually submitted an assignment, believe it or not, because I'm truly, just to sum this up, flipping itchy legs here. I think this is what mind boggles me the most. Yes. So look, first of all, I may have said it, but I think it was like 69 words over the limit. And since I knew I was over the limit, even just by less than 100, which would have been fuck all words, I guess, like points or whatever, I just chose not to write the word count, yeah? But once I'd managed to fix the data, and believe you me, after fucking it up the first time, I like triple checked that stuff, right? Because I've not done research, I've not done any of this, and we're talking about real, proper, fucking scientific data, and like all these, like, I have graphs and this and that, and I'm just like, fuck me, I literally had to go through my entire paper to make sure the data matched what I was talking about. Like, can you imagine if I hadn't have picked that up? And like I said, thankfully, finally, after what felt like far too long, the penny dropped and I was able to do the rest. Made it to the place 5 minutes late, but I hadn't started, and the entire time I was like in the shower, washing my hair, this, that. I was like, divine timing, everything's cool, divine timing, it'll be fine, you know, you'll get a park, all these sorts of things, yeah. Jesus, I don't know, I'm feeling really, really good, really happy. I got a number of different people's contact details. The man's like sitting next to me who sort of like gave me the rundown, like when I first arrived, because there was like the empty seat next to him. He's awesome. He was such a sweetheart, and he's retired, so it's free, like real flexible free. And I was like, awesome, because I said, I'm gonna take you for coffee, and we're gonna talk, like, you know, I was so many questions, but yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm exhausted. I'm past exhausted. You know when you're like so past exhausted. It's almost like you're in that zombie mode, right? But yeah, like it's nerve-wracking. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, like the preparation to go in and the memorizing and this and that, but it's time to do it. Yeah, I'm jumping in. I'm living life. And I have to remember to look up hydrotherapy because that's probably one of the number one things I want to add into my weekly schedule. Again, Andrew, if you happen to see this, and remember, because I probably won't, to look into hydrotherapy. There may be stories I've started that I haven't finished. I do not know. But it's 11:49 in the evening. I've been talking for an hour and 5 minutes and 55 seconds. And I just want to lie down. And I'm not going to go to sleep straight away. I'm just going to watch some manifest. But I think I'll be asleep soon. So I will talk to you all again tomorrow. Good night.